Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Exchange of Information. I believe this is our fourth video. This is a project with myself and this is Azrael Vids, so you'll be able to see his side of the game on his channel, where he'll be talking through it with a guest. And I myself am also joined by a guest. I have Damien, who you may remember from the HB Rush or Jammy HB deck the last time out, which was a lot of fun. So, hey Damien, thanks for joining us once again.
Hi, no problem. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be fun, alright. So you've a 100% record so far. How are you feeling about today?
Um, yeah, I think I like this. I really like this deck. It's my kind of deck, so I'm very, very confident.
Excellent. So hopefully we can play it out and see how we all get on. So, how do you feel about this opening hand?
I'm not that much of a fan of it. There's a lot of stuff that we don't really need right now, like the Shadow Remains and the Hard Hitting News. Probably well, it wouldn't be too bad to keep, but I think we can do better.
So we'll pitch it back and hope for something a little bit better.
Yeah.
And my internet decides to die.
Wait,
Oh wait, what?
did we get the same hand?
No, we got a different hand.
Oh, sorry. There it is. Okay.
But it popped up with a message there saying waiting for the runner
Oh
to
yeah.
decide.
Cool, cool,
And
cool.
they are the runner. I don't
All
know what
right.
I'm playing. Anyway, we
Yeah, this
have
is
a
this
much
is
better hand, it
yeah.
seems. So,
So what do you think?
like the last episode, the question is how aggressive do we go?
Um,
And do we think they have a blackmail?
Yes. Val always draws a blackmail. The 50 card deck is no way that she's not going to draw that blackmail. It always happens.
I would like to correct you there. Val always draws a blackmail unless I'm playing it.
Yeah, that's the case. No, you got to always assume Val has a blackmail. I think we'd like to tempt them in. I don't know. Do you want to? I mean, we could lay down the psychic field, but I don't know if there's any point at the moment. It might just be a waste, and it kind of show in our hand as well. I don't think we need to show it right now. I like just icing up centrals and just gaining a credit would be my
Okay, so
step.
which server are we more nervous about? HQ or R&D, and that kind of decides where the data raven goes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, we kind of know this deck, so we're a little bit worried about. Well, we're not. I don't think we're worried about HQ yet.
Okay,
So I think just the resistor on both of them is fine. We're not going to lose any money this turn if they run, so it should be okay.
sounds good. And at least then data raven becomes a little nice check out on the remote as well.
If
And
they
again,
ever let
if we stick a price second behind it and they don't blackmail it.
exactly, yeah. I don't think I know this deck, especially the way who's playing it. I know that some of the guys on the other side don't ever let you res remote ice unless it's absolutely desperate. So we might keep the data raven for one of the centrals, but we'll see what we draw here.
So hard hitting news.
Okay.
They have a fully loaded liberated though.
Did do. I like drawing here first. Oh yes, yes.
Do
Do
it!
it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
It's happening. Okay, so we
Okay.
get a hedge fund off the
No, the price
psychic
that goes in
field.
there. Price that goes in there. Actually, would that make them really nervous? I don't know.
Um, hmm. It is a tough call, but this is what we wanted to do.
This is what we wanted to do. Yeah. Okay. Go on. Do it.
It may be too early, but
It may be too early.
live by the sword, die by the sword.
Exactly. I'm just very happy to see the combo in our hand. This will make me happy.
And they might
Which,
think we're more gearing for mid-seasons or hard-hitting news
yeah.
with three
Which one did
clicks.
Which one did you install first, actually?
Psychic field,
Okay, so that's on the bottom.
bottom.
So yeah. Okay. Okay.
At least we're making them think a little bit.
Come on, run, run. I do love the flavor on this deck is the Minority Report GIF, which everybody runs. So if that comes through, this will be great.
Okay, so they've decided to ignore us. They've got
Okay,
liberated
that's fair
bookmark.
enough. All right. Okay.
So this kind of shows off that Apocalypse is what they're gearing for. I think as
Yeah.
soon as you see bookmark, you assume Apocalypse.
Yeah. There's definitely something weird going on.
It was supposed to be damage protection, I think, but
Yeah.
everyone just goes, nope, safekeeping, and then
Oh, it's amazing for a post-apocalypse kind of getting your game back on track. It's fantastic.
so get a pad which we can install for a card.
Yeah. Let's install and get the draw.
New remote. Shadow Remains could be good.
Could be good.
It's kind of what we're gearing for, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you want to try and sneak the Astro? Or is that being a bit reckless?
Ooh. Could be interesting.
Could be.
I think we go for it and
Yeah,
hedge.
and hedge. Yeah, okay.
Because again, they have wild side, so they have fewer clicks.
Yeah.
And hedge.
Yeah. Okay. So we have loads of money, cheap ice, and 3 remotes. Actually, what would be lovely now if they drew into a rebirth and thought they'd get a bit cocky with Wizard. That would be lovely right now.
So we know their deck, they don't know ours though.
That's true.
So.
It's a little bit unfair in that case, but let's see how it goes. But they have played their deck a good few times, so it kind of balances out.
Also true. Familiarity sometimes.
Yeah, familiarity. Yeah, absolutely.
So should we install Advance the Shattered Remains, possibly behind a Data Raven?
I like that play a lot. Yeah, I do like that play. I'd nearly prefer it if they had the bookmark loaded up.
Good point, actually.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we could, because you know they're keeping key pieces. But the great thing is we've got the Astro now, so like that's going to put them under a bit of pressure, and they know they can't leave remotes unchecked at this point.
And it makes other scores much easier as well. Plus,
it does.
Exchange of information. So if they want to take a global food off us,
that's fine. Okay, that's that. I mean, this is probably got them a little bit sad now. It's the one agenda they didn't want to see scored. So
yeah. But I'm sure they were glad that it got installed a third time instead of like Chronotype being crashed or
exactly
or something.
We actually forgot to raise the pad last turn.
Yes, we did.
Okay, we got excited with the Astro.
We're getting an Astro.
There's very few pleasures as nice as a naked Astro scored, especially now that it's 1 per deck. It's even better.
That's glorious.
No, but I mean, like if you notice the runner's not running remotes, I mean they've got no one to blame with themselves. It was there to be taken. So
yeah. So does the installed Advance of Shattered Remains become worse now because we have this scored?
I think the install advance is fine. It could be a global food that we want to score next turn, or I mean, like you said, they don't know this deck, and there's clearly some shenanigans going on. Do you want to raise the pad now?
Yes, I do.
Excellent.
Okay, so they're still not loading up bookmark. They have their draw engine going well. Good bit of money.
Yeah.
And we have another Data Raven.
Well, they haven't. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Actually, it's kind of they're being so passive. It's hard to know. Do you want to draw a card and see what we get?
Do you want to draw? Or do you want to put a Data Raven?
Oh, you put a Data Raven down. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
server.
I forgot who we were.
2 for 1.
2 for 1, absolutely.
Jackson.
Yeah, it's okay. Everything's kind of just okay at the moment.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
The problem is we don't have much to get back yet.
Yeah, that is the problem.
If we install Jackson and they blackmail, are we okay with them trashing it? Because if they put a dent, well, they get daily gas, so it's not that much of a dent either.
They've got a kitty going as well.
We could just shore up one of our centrals.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
So where are we going to go? HQR&D. And the good point about putting the Data Raven on one of these is if they do try to Apocalypse us, they may have not enough clicks left to clear a tag.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'd be surprised if there wasn't some kind of amped up shenanigans going on.
Yeah, that is true.
But again, it's another click that they have to not be messing with us, so it's good.
True.
And if they want to leave a tag, we've got punishment for that.
So HQ.
Sure.
And take a credit.
Yeah.
And maybe next time we try and power draw into breaking news and things like that.
Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Although if we are expecting Apocalypse, a few Jacksons might not be the worst to get some key pieces back if we kept them in hand.
Good call.
Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. They still haven't run that price tag server. It makes me very sad. We may have been a bit too eager with it. We probably should have waited until we had a few bits out and
I
pushed it
think
up.
so.
Yeah.
We might have to trash it all with it like a Jackson install.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
fine.
get it back.
Then get it back. Oh, it's so good. And we still don't, and most important, we don't let them see it, so they have no idea what's going on. Okay, so what do you think? Are we kind of in a race here a little bit to kind of beat them before they manage to get all their pieces together?
I think so, because hard-hitting news is becoming less and less likely.
Yeah, it's just I don't see us out moneying them anytime soon.
No, not with 2 data casts, and even Katie Jones alone is pretty solid.
I mean, what we'd love to do now, if we nearly got a breaking news, there's no exchange, there's no all-seeing eye in this deck, is there?
I don't believe so.
Oh, that's a shame.
They're coming for it.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah, I res here, 100%.
Res?
Yeah.
Let's see what they want to do.
They're just trying to make us spend some money, I think.
I assume so, yeah. Yep, sure enough, they jack out.
Yep.
They might
They're
feel
on
this is a
Oran
bit safer
now,
to check.
Well, it is now because we'd have to spend money on the psychic field.
Or completely psych them out.
Okay, they're going to trash that. That makes sense. Actually, if they ran that psychic field now, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
We spend 0. We can
Yeah.
afford this.
Yeah, I think they might expect that. I would actually, I would, unless it's last click, they'd hardly run it last click. They're not that.
These guys know how to play Netrunner.
They know how to play Netrunner. They won't run it last click.
They have a lot of cards in hand as well. So.
Yeah. I reckon their last click maybe to bookmark those key pieces that they need post-apocalypse.
Oh, you called it.
There we go.
Okay.
And that's one thing. I think unless they're careful, they could really end their turn with less than 4 cards in hand if they're going to be bookmarking a lot of stuff.
That could be
Which
fun.
is something. Yeah, it could be fun. So power draw.
Go Jackson. Draw 2.
Yeah.
Do we do new server?
Yeah, I think so.
Are we worried about rumor mill?
We can pop it at the end of our turn to make sure that if we get a lot of stuff that we don't want them getting.
Global food isn't the kindest draw.
No.
So we might chuck that.
Yeah, we'll definitely get rid of that. We don't want that yet.
We get a Beal and a Data Raven.
Ah, that's not great either. What do you think?
Well, we want to keep the Scorch.
Yes.
Hard-hitting news.
It's looking less and less like a thing that might happen as the further we get into this game.
Shadow Remains could be nice.
Still like that. Yep, that's good.
Exchange of information is always a keep in my books.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It wins you games.
Outside of that.
So we pitched the 2 agendas and...
2 agendas, hard-hitting news.
Yeah, I think that sounds... And gain a credit, then we've got 1 click left.
Yep, couldn't take a credit yet.
There we're short on money.
Bin stuff. And do we shuffle?
Yes.
That is the question you really have to ask yourself these days.
Yeah, I think we do. I think to be honest, I mean we know what, even if they ran Jackson right now, we'd be shuffling 3 cards anyway.
Yeah.
Which they will do, so why not just do it right now?
Do we want to leave them a food?
That's a good question. I
So
don't know.
Back to Beal for sure.
Yeah, click back to Beal anyway. I don't think so at this point. We can always pitch one later on if we feel a bit confident, or if we get if we look like we have a breaking news play that might come up, we could do it. But I don't think so right now. And I think the hedge.
Hedge.
Yeah.
On the one hand, it's tempting to put back the pad, but they could easily revert into wizard.
Yeah, and then it's just a 1 credit hit for both of us, and nobody likes that. I really would like to see what's going on their side of the table.
I know, yeah.
It's such an interesting deck. It's hard to know. I've played against it, but I've never actually played with it, so I'm not 100% sure on what the game plan is.
So unfortunately, we also have to wait until the video comes out.
That's true. Yeah.
I have enjoyed actually watching the other side, just to hear the thought process that's going into things.
You know what I have as well? It was really good, especially on the first game. I really liked the conversation that yourself and Sean had. We were playing against that Argus deck. It was really interesting to listen.
As we slowly realise that we're sinking deeper and deeper into a hole.
Yeah. No, it was just interesting because you were confused about some of our calls and we were confused about some of your calls. And then when you watch both sides, you kind of you get a better understanding of what it was going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love to get a breaking news scored.
I think that's going to be important because
yeah, I think it is. I think
at
that's
the moment they're just getting all the time in the world to set things up.
Exactly. The deck's not really going as fast as we'd like it to go. Unfortunately. But the nice thing is actually, if he does, I have seen this deck use 2 amped up on the 1 Apocalypse turn. So if that leaves him wide open for if we can survive an Apocalypse, I think the Scourge play is definitely viable. Once we get that breaking news scored.
Yeah, it could be a big if though.
It could be a big if. They haven't given us too much pressure yet, so we'll see how it goes. Same old thing. They have nothing in the heap, do they?
Nope, they just have the Liberated.
Okay.
They're keeping their cards very close to their chest.
They really are. They're just like, we're just going to make money.
So what's the likelihood of us getting Shattered Remains off? We need 1 credit, which is nice.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think I'd like to have a little bit more money before we try to pull it off. But if I definitely stick them behind a Data Raven and let them blackmail, because we haven't seen a blackmail yet, and that's definitely what the same old thing is out there for.
It's even nicer to have this Data Raven res then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bookmarking again.
Okay. The Shadow Remains looks even better now.
Yeah. Hard hitting news again.
Not what we want.
I would like to see some economy.
Yeah, me too.
We don't really want to be icing up that much if we're expecting Apocalypse either.
No, we don't. We definitely want to keep some ice in hand too. So I think actually what we have out here now is all we're going to need until Apocalypse happens, if it happens. So I don't know. Do you want to just gain? I mean, am I being boring? Gain 3, is that a boring thing to do?
It's a little boring, but what's the alternative?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah,
we're kind of just drawing in the hopes of drawing.
Yeah, I think if we just gain 3 and then ditch the hard hitting news for now, or do we ditch the hard hitting news? Well, there's so much more money than we do,
and they're about to have 4 more credits.
Yeah, 4 more credits, and probably another 3 on Katie as well.
Can we get rid of the second one?
Yeah.
It feels kind of sad. Like this was supposed.
It does, yeah, yeah. Maybe resing that Data Raven was a mistake. We probably could have just res the Resistor and got the same effect.
True.
Yeah.
The only benefit of this is they will have to deal with the tag after.
Oh, he just used him. I've had worse.
Hooray!
Yay! All right, that's good. Man, they're drawing something serious.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, they're they're turn 7 and they're 23 cards into their deck.
And they're seeing plenty of money as well.
They're seeing plenty of money.
Liberated cast, 3 casts. And
yeah.
The KD as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a tough spot for us.
It is. I think we're. Yeah, I'm not too worried yet. We'll see how it goes.
Thankfully, we're not trying to trace them to kill them.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, last click. What are you gonna do? Run the price egg, maybe? Bookmark. I think next time we try the play, the Shadow Remains play.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Just install advanced once. Or you could even install advanced if you want to make it a little bit more convincing that it's something big. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't think either way it's going to convince them, because install advanced looks like a GFI with an Astro token. Like, install advanced looks like a lot of things. It doesn't look like a breaking news, which is probably make them, happy to use their. Oh, there's a breaking news.
Now it's a tough call.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of options. We could install advanced token.
Yep.
And trash something. We could just install advanced.
Yep. I nearly wish they'd stolen something. If they had the global food, then it'd be an easy choice. Actually, would it? Because we need that breaking news to get off the 24/7. So I still like the Shadow Remains play here, just to see if they go for it, just see if they bite.
That's good. So behind the data ribbon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They have to have seen at least one blackmail at this point.
So install advanced credit.
Yeah.
And then see what they want to do. Yeah. Don't click raise.
Yeah.
I've done that before. It's taking mind games to a whole new level.
It is.
As you're like, can I just take back this turn? So we still have enough to raise data ribbon to make it convincing if we want to. If they don't have a blackmail somehow.
I think we let them through. I know they're definitely. Like, we haven't seen anything in their bin. They've seen like half their deck now. It has to be blackmail. At least one.
They have the money for NAPD.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that could be a way of that's also a good NAPD bluff.
Yeah, I don't think Shattered Remains is going to be on their radar.
Maybe not.
If they don't go first, the next turn is pretty simple. We just go for the breaking news instead.
I think the next turn we're going for breaking news anyway.
Yeah.
So that's fine. We haven't seen any 24/7s yet either, actually.
Nope. And just one Scorch.
Yeah. Well, there's only 2 of each in the deck, so we might be looking a little while for them. Oh, we actually haven't seen a Sensi either. A Sensi would be nice too.
We know the server can go.
Yeah, exactly. You can get rid of that psychic field.
We have left with a difficult decision here.
Yeah, they clearly smell shenanigans. But yeah, I think they must have. Yeah, I do think they're worried. I'd say. I mean, they haven't actually seen a huge amount of cards. I mean, what have they actually seen that we've
of ours?
Of ours, they haven't seen anything. They have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, they saw a pad.
They saw a pad and they saw an Astro and they saw a Data Raven.
Yeah.
So we could be doing anything at the moment.
I mean, this could be a breaking news play as well, just to clear out both Katie and like Wildside or Chronotype.
Well, that's kind of what I'm hoping they think, because they have to go. They have to go for it then. You know, they might think we could even if they're worried about kill, they could be thinking we might be setting up the double Scorch play next turn, or who knows what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Wow.
I think they're looking up like they're pulling out the decks of cards, flicking through the binders, going, "What is in here?"
They're flicking through Netrunner DB.
What do you advance once? And especially when they're halfway through their deck, both of us know that they must have seen blackmails at this stage.
Yeah, crazy play. It is a crazy play. Yeah. We'll see what they do.
How are they still drawing?
I know, right? What are they looking for? Is what I'm thinking. Hopefully a blackmail. Faust, okay. Do they not have a blackmail?
They must at this stage.
They're hardly going to run the remote. That's even better. I mean, if they want to run it, let them run it. It's fantastic.
There's Katie.
Oh, they're not going to run it, are they?
Tough to know.
What?
That might have been the concern of it. Oh, yes, was actually if they're clearing
Okay,
Katie.
yeah, the clear to Katie in case it is a breaking news.
So they're going to leave us have it. And by it, I mean that
Nothing.
trap that we can't use.
I still think that's yeah. I mean, I know it is good play, but I don't know.
And they
Man,
install
they
a
just
paperclip.
install a paperclip. Who does that?
Curiouser and curiouser.
Right. Okay.
So breaking news it is then.
Yep.
And we're going to draw an extra card, so what are we pitching? Or we could put it into server 1 instead of Psychic Field.
Yeah, I think just put it in server one instead of Psychic Field sounds good to me.
Let's not overdraw.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that yet. So, yeah.
And I assume we're just scoring it out.
Yeah, I don't think we need to mess about around it. We've nothing to exchange it with. We've nothing there is too tempting. I mean, the wild side would be nice to trash, but you know.
And it's good to keep the Astro token anyway, because we have a Beal in hand now.
Exactly.
We can always just rush out.
Yep. Yeah. Still think they might be tempted by the one advance. Now they know it's not a breaking news. Or they don't know it's not breaking news, or they don't know what it is.
Next level mind game.
I'm confusing myself. I think mind games can often get like confused with bad play.
Yeah.
So that's the nice thing about Netrunner is they look the same a lot of the time.
I think it's like the Princess Bride situation all over again.
Yeah.
You know I'm doing this, but I know you know I'm doing this.
That's why we love the game. That's why we love it. Okay.
So they have 8 cards on bookmark now.
I know, right?
Oh, is this going to be it?
I think it might be.
So, a resin resistor.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's
0
no-brainer.
for. Yeah, why not? It's only going to cost them 1 to get through, but.
So we're not all that disappointed to be losing stuff. Price X a bit annoying, but
Yeah, we've got 2 more in the deck. It's okay. Although I wonder if I think he might have used amped up before he ran, so that because he's obviously not going to use Apocalypse with the Faust. I would have thought that he'd have a less chance of hitting the. If he's going to use amped up, he'd have less chance of hitting the Apocalypse now if he used it beforehand. Ooh, what did they see?
if it's a Scorch, then that works out well for us.
It does.
Hmm.
Okay, this might be coming here now.
So they see the Psychic Field.
Yeah, this saw the Scorch, definitely. Because any other kind of shenanigans, they can generally trash. So if we're getting the Scorch, we just need a 20, or it could be 24/7 either. So
It's a shame we don't have money. It'd be lovely
it
to
is.
force them
Yeah,
to encounter Archangel.
it would be. Yeah. Oh wow! I didn't even consider that. That would be good. But they can pay the trace, but it would be expensive for them.
What'll you bounce? I think bookmark.
Yeah. All of these cards. Where do the cards installed on bookmark go if you bounce the bookmark?
Into a heap.
Really? Beautiful. That would be nice.
So it's turned from a instant apocalypse to a bit of thought.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so they're doing a Fear the Masses run. So are they going to leave themselves tagged? No, they got 1 click left. But are they going to...
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. So they're going to trash, you would say, quite a few cards from...
give them the tag if they don't break it. Make sure we give them the tag before they have a chance to Apocalypse.
Oh, yes.
Because then they can't clear. I imagine they will pay for it, though.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately so.
Okay, so we'll res the resistor.
It's now a mighty 1 strength.
Oh. Okay, I wonder how many they've got. Oh, they're going to get rid of the Scorch or the 24/7, whichever one it is. That's actually, I like this play a lot from them.
And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it.
No, there's nothing we can do about it. No Christian or anything like that.
So, time to get sad and see how many of our cards end up in the bin. No, just the one.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
But it is a Scorch.
It is the one Scorch that we need, but, we've only removed one Jackson. We haven't got the other one yet, so it's not the end of the world. Okay. Okay, to remove the tag. Okay. Alright.
So that was kind of an imp play.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure why they ran archives. Maybe just curiosity.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure either. I mean, they ran R&D first, didn't they?
Yep.
So they knew. I don't really get that play either, to be honest. But I'm sure they had some kind of game plan going in there. Okay.
Maybe because they saw Ice Scorch, that they weren't too sure about how many more we could have. But then again, we can't afford it either. So
yeah, and we can't really use the Scorch until after they've got rid of their bookmark. Yay, sweeps! Okay,
economy.
Money. Right, let's do it.
So we're just cracking sweeps.
Yeah.
What else are we planning to do? This is something.
Something
out to me.
Okay, let's plan our turn. I don't want to install any more ice because I think we can feel the apocalypse isn't that far away.
Mm.
So, do you want to draw a card first, play the sweeps, and then I think we could make up our mind afterwards?
Okay.
Why do you know what you can do later on? I think draw because I think we know a little bit of what we want to do, but I don't know.
It'd be nice to see another economy card as well.
Well, yeah.
So we'll draw once.
Yep.
So this is the only other Scorch, right?
Oh, Jackson, that's great.
So Jackson.
Yeah. So Jackson
sweeps.
I think we hold on to Jackson.
Yeah. So we're sweeping here.
Yeah.
And do we want to make things more difficult for them?
I'm not too sure.
At the same time, it's nice to keep all the ice.
It is nice to keep all the ice. I mean, if they run through the Data Ravens, they're going to take 2 tags. It makes it a little bit more difficult to get the Apocalypse off safely. But I don't know. What do you think?
Part of me is tempted to put Data Raven on Archives, but the only thing it puts off is the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
If we put it on HQ, we stem the tide of Fear the Masses, maybe.
Yep.
But that costs us money as well.
It does. I'm kind of half thinking, would we be mad to install the Beal on the Prisec?
That did come to mind as well.
I'm just thinking, I know like if they could Apocalypse us and then, we've lost another agenda, but I don't know.
I think it's worth a try. They didn't run it the last time.
Yeah, okay. Let's try it. Let's see if we can.
If they do run it, we get to hit them for a tag and a damage.
Yep.
If they don't, we get a Beal.
Yep. And then they're in serious pressure. If we get this Beal off, they're in serious. I know it's risky, but I think let's do it. Let's do it.
And they've seen the psychic field, so
yes, that's actually good that they have seen it. Yeah, it's nice that they have seen it now.
So we're in an interesting situation, I think.
We are. I mean, I think we're just kind of trying to bait them a little bit, just because they're not doing much. I'd prefer if they were a bit more active.
They're too busy reading books that they don't
finish. Yeah,
finish.
clearly, yeah. They're not even reading them; they're just bookmarking reading.
I'll read that later. And that later.
I think maybe we could have used the Astro token to get rid of that wild side earlier on. It would have been more tempting though if they had already pitched a couple of wild sides in the bin.
Yeah, they've pitched very little actually.
They haven't, yeah. Well, it's all going on bookmark. I imagine they're keeping a wild side and chronotype on the bookmark for post-apocalypse.
For the rainy day.
Yeah, exactly.
Bookmark's actually lovely with the Fear the Masses.
Yeah.
Because the big complaint of it is, you're just clogging up your hand with all these things that you hope to use.
Yeah.
But I mean, God, that and Apocalypse, that's pretty tasty.
It is, yeah, yeah, and it's really nice because a lot of the time after Apocalypse, I'm not even sure if this deck it might run a Keyhole. So usually after Apocalypse, you can only afford to keep one central safe. So you kind of have two really really strong avenues of attack post Apocalypse, whichever way the Corp decides to react.
I like it. I like it.
No, it's a really cool deck. I really like it.
I will say Oran is quite inventive when it comes to decks.
Yeah, he comes up with these mad ideas that I'm convinced won't work, and then he hoses me with them. And I'm like, okay, that worked.
I was wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay.
Keyhole. All right.
Okay. This is.
And the amped up. So now it's happening.
So now what's happening? All right.
So what did they lose to brain damage? They lost Apocalypse.
Oh no.
That's kind of funny. I would have thought that'd be a bookmark target.
Yeah. Is it just me or is your screen? Are there clicks not going? Did I miss something?
They got up to 4 clicks. Hopefully it's...
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Yeah. Of course. I didn't see the amped up later. Right. Okay. So they're going to keyhole us a few times. At least we're safe from Apocalypse. Kind of wish we had a Jackson on the board now.
We lose a toll booth.
Yeah, this is classic Oran. Oran, I imagine he might have wanted the Apocalypse there. He loves to get rid of he actually ignores agendas and aims for ice.
Nice.
Which is particularly effective in a low ice deck.
He took out 24/7 lose all the time.
Man. Okay, that's unfortunate. But I still think we've a very good shot of winning here from if they don't run the Beal.
Yeah, well, even if they... I mean, they're leaving themselves low on cards as well.
They are. I mean, if we happen to draw into our second 24/7, they're in trouble here.
Yeah, or breaking news.
Or breaking news.
So 2 avenues
Yeah,
for us.
absolutely.
If
Yeah,
they don't draw, could be dicey.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I think they realize they've seen this course. They can't. Well, no, they've got the bookmark. They can always trash the bookmark to bring all those cards back to hand. But I think we've got the Beal now, so I think we scored a Beal out. And do we score the Beal out, or are we really worried about losing to Keyhole next turn?
Not worried about losing per se.
There's no agendas in the bin right now, is there? They didn't hit one.
No.
Okay, I think we scored a Beal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And what are we pitching? That's where the decision becomes tricky.
Yeah, the exchange could be really good if they hit a global food. I mean, I don't think we're worried about the Apocalypse anymore. Do we just get rid of the Archangel? Because we're probably not going to get that to fire. Or do we get rid of the Data Raven? Which one?
It's a tough call. I like both of them.
I like both of them as well.
We could leave... does become more risky if we just take a turn of install Jackson, hedge fund.
You mean leave the Beal out there naked?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's risky, but that could be okay. I mean, they haven't run now; they might not run it at all.
Or we could try just a Data Raven on R&D or Archangel, because Archangel's expensive for them.
Archangel is expensive, and they won't want that bookmark pop, so they will have to break it with the Faust.
So I think hedge Archangel.
Hedge Archangel, yeah, sure, that sounds good.
And again, hope that they don't take our Beal off us.
Yeah, and then maybe install the Jackson as well. Do you want to install the Jackson first, just to see what draw we get?
Sorry, I already clicked.
Oh no.
If we put it down, they're likely to run it, but then again, we have good targets to bring back now.
Yeah.
Like 24/7 be nice, money would be nice.
Yeah, and if they hit another, if they decide to use another amped up to give themselves more keyhole runs, I mean, they're really leaving themselves wide open next turn.
So put it into a new remote.
Okay.
And I think we do Archangel onto R&D, another Psychic Field.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Archangel onto R&D then, yeah. Sounds good.
Or we replace the Beal.
Now you're getting confused between mind games and bad play.
It's a very fine line sometimes.
It's a very fine line. That was what I used to always love about playing PE trap decks, because bad play and good PE play are pretty much the same thing.
It's always doing the unexpected and hoping that they run something.
How many Apocalypse do you think this deck is running? It must be one, right?
I think it's one.
Surely has to be one with the, because he's probably running 2 bookmarks. Maybe it's 2 Apocalypse.
Well, 2 bookmarks would be 4 influence.
Yeah.
3 wildside.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Brings us up to 7.
Yeah.
Faust. 1
2
or 2.
probably.
So that's 9.
Yeah.
Math is not my strong point.
Mine neither.
what else have we seen then?
Okay, so
Apocalypse is 3.
yeah, this is really gonna hurt them, I think. Especially if they could play 6 through it every time, but that sucks really bad.
Or a few cards, so we're happy either way.
Yeah, it's good for us either way, you know. It's very good for us.
And again, if they want to fear the masses, then they don't really want to discard them.
Yeah.
Of course, with Apocalypse gone, the flip side is a lot of these cards might be disposable now.
Yeah.
Like if you are hoarding a second wildside, chronotype, things like that, you don't really mind using them as Faust.
That's true. What would you do here? Would you let it fire, or would you pay Faust?
I would pay with Faust. I think if there's anything on the bookmark that you want to keep, you have to pay through.
Would you pay 6 for the trace though? Would you get rid of 3 cards or pay the trace?
That does depend on their hand.
Yeah.
Paying 6 is pretty awful, but then again with Liberated and Katie, you can bounce back.
Yeah, that's true. They've got 8 on the Liberated, so paying 6 probably isn't the worst here.
It's a tough call because you are restricted to maybe 1 run per thing, per click, or per turn.
Yeah.
The other term.
Alright. At least we have them thinking a lot in this game.
Yes. Fire Trace. Okay, so they have the bad pub at least.
Yeah, so it's only 5 for them to get through. There's no link to it or anything like that, no.
Nope. And we won't boost because we're a little tight
not.
on.
No, we're. No, at least it brings us closer to parity, you know, on money. Well, I know they've deliberated, but
time to get back all those hard-hitting news.
Yeah, right.
So they're paying through that, and then they're going to pay another 1 for this.
Yeah.
So not bad.
No, it's. I mean, it's cost them more than it's costing us, so that's a good thing. You know, it just means that they can't keyhole every turn, like all the time. So.
And with Jackson on the board as well, we're feeling okay about things. Even if they hit something great here.
Yeah. Even if they hit something great, I'd nearly. I mean, are you worried about Rumor Mill?
Yes and no.
I'm the same. I'll see what we hit here. What they hit. So there's a Scorch and a 24/7 already in the bin, isn't there?
Yeah. So I mean, if we want, we have good things to shuffle.
Yeah. I was thinking I'd love to see that bookmark gone. I mean, the Scorch is pretty much useless until that bookmark is gone.
Yeah, I think we might be going for the score out play.
I think we might, yeah.
Global food.
Okay, double food. Okay. I'll be interested to see if they run it now.
And of course, then we're faced with the question of, do we let them have it?
Yeah. At this point, I'd nearly would. I'll see what to do next. I mean, if they run... If they run archives and it's just a global food in the bin, I think we let them have it.
Yeah. So, we leave it?
I think so, yeah.
Hopefully this isn't the apocalypse start.
Hopefully not. But we'll see what happens.
So they must be quite confused as to what our various bits and pieces are out here.
Yeah.
Maybe they're thinking psychic fields everywhere.
Maybe that's what they're thinking of, price X and all kinds of shenanigans.
And just taking money. So.
Yeah. Okay, and the dish of blackmail.
That's alright.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, so we're just going to score the Beal now?
Yep, unless we draw breaking news, I think
Yeah.
Beal is the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And then they might feel they have to check things that go face down, in which case we install the price or the psychic field over it again.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point, because we're scoring the Beal without using the Astra counter, I don't think anything we install surely must be game winning at this point. Nice. Okay, so we're in a good spot here now. They're under a lot of pressure. They've got a good bit of money, but they're still not going to be able to run through that Archangel a huge amount of times. And we had the Jackson on the board as well, which is nice.
Yeah, it's reassuring.
It is, yeah.
But as you say, rumor mill kind of hurts.
It does. Well, I mean, like, basically, if we draw, there are 2 global food, which we don't really want to see at this point. There are 2 breaking news, and there are 2 Beals. So if we draw the two, either of the Beals or the breaking news, it's game over.
Yep.
So I think I'm happy enough with where we are right now. I wonder will they run the Shattered Remains now, thinking that maybe it's an NAPD or some kind of nonsense like that.
We're playing the long con.
Yeah, that is serious long con right there.
But again, forcing them into the thought process.
Yeah, they're thinking. I can't wait to see their side of this because they must be having some very big discussions about what to do.
Ooh, yeah. Bookmark.
Okay, so they're hitting the.
Oh, now they blackmail.
Oh yes! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, that's fine. Obviously, we don't pay for it, but I think they'll get a kick out of it. No, don't bother. There's nothing to trash.
At least we wasted a click.
Yeah.
Click on a blackmail.
Absolutely. Clicking a blackmail is perfectly good.
So now they have 3 clicks to use all of these cards. How many Fear the Masses are we expecting?
Probably a lot.
All the Fear the Masses.
Yeah, so they're either going to win the game on this turn or lose it, I'd say. But we'll see what they do. So they need to hit. All right, so we can pop 3 agendas back in. They need to hit a serious amount of agendas for these Fear the Masses runs if they're going to win.
And at least now Scorch is on the table because Bookmark is gone, so...
Yes, absolutely. And I imagine I can see them using an amped up here and hitting this really hard. So Scorch is definitely on the table when they're down to 3 cards.
Yeah, Data Raven on HQ definitely slowing them down.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good choice.
I think our 4 cost ice are actually the MVPs of the game, really.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you can't run through that Archangel very often.
Since it's gone down, they did 1 run on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bad. Rumor mill. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Amped up.
Yeah, there we go. What did they hit? They hit a Fear the Masses, did they?
Sorry, I'll check. The art is quite similar from...
It is actually, yeah, no, it is. You're right, it is.
They did, though.
Oh, good. Okay, so how many there?
Sorry.
So.
What side?
Oh, no, but there's... Okay.
2 Fear the Mass is gone. So
2 Fear the Masses gone.
4 more to worry about.
Yeah. Oh, they've used another one.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
So wait.
Okay, so they're going for
both
here.
And Fear the Masses. This amped up is what side?
Okay.
Yeah. So 6 clicks, and we cannot use Jackson.
No. Yeah, we may be in bother here.
So they can play 1 Fear the Masses, trash 4.
Then same old thing, trash 4. Then.
But if they leave themselves tagged now, they are dead because
yeah. So this is either win or lose for them. They will be tagged at the end of this turn, one way or another. And so out of those, yeah. So here's the first one. I wonder if we'll even bother breaking it. I wouldn't bother at this point. Well, actually, no, they kind of have to because they're going to make that resistor very expensive as they go through it.
They've taken the tags. Oh, wait, no, they haven't. Trace.
Okay, trace.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes more sense.
We'll give them the tag before they hit the thing.
It only costs them 2. I assume they just pay.
Yeah, but they're going to go through it again. And if we can increase the strength of resistor by 2 every time they run, it's going to actually be a real pain for them. They won't get every one of their fear to masses off.
Oops, I clicked the wrong thing.
Okay.
I got too excited.
Okay, so they need to take off a tag.
And now I can't type. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, they took it off there. Okay. So what they hit?
They hit.
Perfect, that's fine.
So, yeah, nothing too bad.
That's absolutely fine. Okay. So they'll probably... So they have the same old thing there, have they?
They do, but they also have 3 more of them in hand.
Okay. That's fine.
But yeah, it's come to a point where they're taking tags.
Yeah, and Fear the Masses is 1 to play, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, so they're going to have to pay 3 to get through this one. Then click the Liberate. I don't think they're going to get all of them off as well as they'd like.
So we've added a power counter. We've got to use it.
Yep.
Give them a tag. And all of a sudden, resistor is really expensive.
Yeah, resistor is getting crazy expensive. So they're going to have to, well, 2 of their own credits. But they can't afford to get through it next turn. Or for the next click. So they're going to have to click the Liberate or click the Katie or something like that.
And it basically is just hope that R&D holds
out. I mean, the first one whiffed, so that was really lucky for us. And by getting rid of non-agenda cards, they're making it even more likely that we're going to win on our next turn. Yeah, I think there might be, yeah, so...
Spent 1 too many on paperclip. Yeah, it being 1 strength actually threw me off.
Yeah, you do forget that. Yeah.
Mind if we take it back?
Yes, you do. This is serious competitive Netrunner.
So they'll have 3 credits, which isn't enough to get them through.
No. Not when they're taking 2 more tags. Okay, so what did they hit there? Oh my god. Oh, okay, they got the low food. Oh, yeah, well, actually, I forgot. This game's over next turn if they don't win, because we're just going to exchange the breaking news.
We could exchange, we could scorch.
We could do whatever we want. So many ways. We just have to not lose.
Imagine that. Two clicks later. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I like the rumor mill play before all of this shenanigans.
Yeah, it was the right time to play it. So they just hit 1. There's only 1 global food in there now, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, the chance of us losing are slim.
There's all the senses we would have liked.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
But I'm quite thankful to see them there as opposed to on the table.
Keyhole.
Keyhole.
Fire. Okay.
So presumably they're letting us bounce something. Well, actually, they can't afford to.
No, so what are we getting rid of here? Are we getting rid of the paperclip here?
Yes.
Yeah. Or the Faust? Do we want them with low money? Or yeah, okay, yeah. Or we get rid of the keyhole?
Keyhole will still fire on this turn anyway.
It will, and they're not going to. They're going to run. They're going to run archives, I think, because they realize they've lost. So it actually doesn't matter what they're going to do. They've only 1 click left.
Yeah, if we get rid of paperclip, they get it back anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
so,
absolutely true.
Keyhole?
Why not? Yeah, it doesn't make a blind bit of difference, I don't think.
Yeah, it is just about surviving these 2 clicks, and unless we packed a government takeover that we didn't know about,
yeah,
we should be okay.
Yeah, no, I think we're fine. We are fine, surely. Yeah. So how do you want to win this game?
So many options.
I mean, the gentleman way is to exchange the global food. The way I'd like to win it is by scorching it to death. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'll leave it up to the guest, so scorch
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they hit here. If they hit an agenda,
That'll determine it, is it?
if they hit an agenda here, we're scorching them. That's what I'm gonna say.
Let them get to 6
So
points and then
yeah,
scorch.
they make their own choice. Okay, we're scorching them.
Deal. There was never an option.
No, there wasn't. When you get the chance. Okay. Unless, of course, they could be running. No, they don't have time for it. If they're running a freedom through equality, I'd be very impressed. Although we could pop the Jackson.
No? Rumour mill?
Yeah, but no, because freedom through equality is a.
Oh, it's
is
current,
a,
of course.
Yeah, so.
I think I did that to myself once, actually.
Yeah.
I threw down employee strike and then freedom.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what am I doing?
Okay, so they have to discard 3.
They have just realised.
Yeah, they're in trouble now. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, now do we want to exchange just to surprise them?
Nah.
Nah.
No, I really just. Wait, actually, no. Wait, they have to get that.
Nature.
Yeah, Oran, man, I tell you, Oran runs the weirdest cards. He'll do anything to save an influence. It's good.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I've read this since like I opened the core set. Like, what is this?
And even then, before you knew how to play the game, it's like this card looks really bad.
1 for strength is fine.
Yeah.
2 for 2 go gates is okay, but then you do the math on like Enigma. And you're paying 5 to install, and then it's 3
it's crazy.
to break every time.
It's crazy. They do have to get rid of 1 more card, don't they?
They do.
Oh, they have 3 brand. Actually, they have to get rid of 2 more cards.
And 4 tags.
Yeah, lads, like this isn't a big choice. You know we've lost. Come on.
The trash talk when you can't even see them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'll scorch you.
Yeah, sure. If it doesn't work out, we'll exchange. For some reason, I don't know why it might not work out.
So they were quite unlucky with the Free the Masses hits.
Very unlucky, and we were very lucky with it. I think as well, our draw could have been a little bit faster. I would have liked to have gone a bit quicker, but
Then again, there's only 4 more agendas in there, so
yeah. They kind of hit what was fair, I think, on probability.
yeah. I mean, as you say, we would have liked to see a lot of these pieces much earlier. Like
yeah, the Sensi would have been great.
Price X are sitting right at the bottom, or sweeps are sitting at the bottom. Like we've been broke for most of this game.
Actually, we did. Again, I think we were lucky that we were playing against quite a passive deck. I think if they were a bit more aggressive, I think we would have been in trouble. Yep. Well, maybe actually if they were a lot more aggressive, we could have won turn 1.
That would have been fun.
That would have been fun, yeah. But it wouldn't have made for a very enjoyable video.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be, but next time perhaps.
Hopefully.
But again, thank you for joining me, Damien. You've kept up your 100% win record.
I have. This is amazing.
That's impressive going. So I need to have you on my side every time.
Yeah, let's see how that works out the next time.
Myself and Az will be fighting over you.
Yeah.
But thanks very much for watching. As I say, go to This Is Azrael Vid's channel, which will be linked below for the runner side to see what kind of conversations and decisions they were having on their side. See what their bookmark contained and what they were hoping to do. And we will see you again next time with another video, another deck, and possibly a new guest.
Yay.